Hey everyone, I'm Chris, and this is Cue the Credits. Welcome back to Cue the Credits. Today we're talking pickups. So this is going to be everything that I've managed to get my hands on in the month of July. We're going to be going through each of the titles. If there's anything that takes your fancy or anything that you want to see a little bit more of, let me know in the comments down below. So let's get on to the first pickup. And a running theme of this video, and probably most of the haul videos going forward, is going to be Vinted. So for my users that are kind of outside of Europe, Vinted is like a garage sale type app, semi-similar to eBay, but a little bit more casual on that side of things. And quite a few of my pickups have been from there because you can get some really, really good deals on it. So first off, we've got Van Helsing. This is the Hugh Jackman, Kate Beckinsale movie from the early 2000s. I've actually got the Blu-ray here with a HMV limited edition slip when they were putting these slip covers out, but I saw it, I had to upgrade it, and you know what? It's a really good transfer actually. We watched it, checked it out. For my full thoughts on the actual movie, I'll be doing a what I watched in July, so you can get that there. But as for the actual transfer on the disc, it's really, really good. It's got some great audio commentaries on there as well, which is really nice. Inside, you've got a 4K disc, and there is meant to be a Blu-ray disc. Fortunately, the person who was selling it didn't have the Blu-ray disc. Normally it's the other way around, strangely. But managed to get a really good deal on this, and I paid, I believe, £8 or £8.50. Considering I can, well, I've already got the Blu-ray there, I was like, you know what, that's fine. I'll grab the 4K disc for that. So next up was Zodiac. So this is coming from Warner Brothers Home Entertainment, and it comes with a really nice slipcover. So this got actually released in the UK mid-July. So I picked this up from HMV. I've been toying with wanting to get this film on 4K for quite a while, but it's only been available in the United States, and importing it was going to be costing anywhere from like £35 to £40, and I didn't really want to part with that much cash for it. I'm glad that it's finally got a UK release and I managed to pick it up for an actual decent price. It's a really, really nice transfer, and managed to get to watch it straight away, which is nice. And it comes with this lovely slipcover. The artwork is exactly the same on the slip as the normal one, but it is nice. Comes with the 4K and the Blu-ray in that, which is nice to see. So next up was a pickup from CEX. So my local CEX, which if you don't know what CEX is, it's a second-hand store, like kind of pawnbrokers, as it were, without the jewellery. Within the UK and some parts of Europe as well. But my local CEX, it's never really that good for getting stuff. A lot of the stuff is stuff that's been sat there for months, or it's in really questionable quality. So you've always got to check it out just in case, but you never really end up buying anything from there, which is always a bit frustrating because sometimes you want to get a really good haul. But I did manage to get something. I actually managed to get 3 things, and this was season 1, 2 and 3 of Banshee. These all come with the slipcovers. They did have season 4, didn't have a slipcover. And I know what people are thinking. They're going, oh, well, it's cardboard. Why do you want it? But if I'm getting 3, I don't want the 4th one not having the slipcover. You know what I mean? Also, the 4th one was like £12, and for all 3 of these, I think I paid 16. So I wasn't going to pay nearly double for half of the product. And season 4 does have the slipcover. I did have to do a little bit of research online because sometimes they release one of them without a slip, and it's just kind of frustrating for an OCD. But these are all in really nice quality. And if you haven't checked it out, if you know The Boys, Homelander from The Boys is the main guy in Banshee. It's a really good show. Would definitely recommend it. Then we move on to what was the first video on this channel. So this was Thunderbird Super Space Theatre Volume 1. I've done a full video on this. It'll be just there. If you want to go check it out, I'd really appreciate it if you haven't already watched it. I love this. It's really good. And as of midday today, when I'm filming this, which is the 1st of August, Anderson Entertainment have just announced the Thunderbirds complete series. So you know I've pre-ordered that straight away. but still no release date, which is a bit frustrating. So next up is The Nice Guys from Second Sight Entertainment. This stars Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling. It's directed by Shane Black. This is a 4K limited edition box set. It's a really, really nice box set, and if you haven't seen the movie before, it is just a really, really good time. I actually picked up the Blu-ray and it's still sealed, probably a month or so before this got announced, so that is a tad annoying, but hey, we move. It's a really gorgeous box set. You obviously get the Second Sight staples of a really nice book, detailing production and different interviews, then some art cards. You've also got a Blu-ray and a 4K in there. It's a really nice transfer. It just looks good. Actually, it looks great, I should say. There is a 4K available from in the States of The Nice Guys, but apparently that transfer isn't brilliant. Like, it's a reasonable transfer. Second Sight once again have knocked it out of the park, so really, really glad I got my hands on this, and it was a day one pre-order. So The Nice Guys. This was also from HMV, just note. The next titles that I picked up, I've actually got an upcoming video around the distributor that have put out these. So the first title is the Terrifier Art Attack box set. This is from Umbrella Entertainment in Australia, and with this you get all 3 Terrifier films, you get a book, you get some art cards, and this absolutely gorgeous hard case. I picked this one up from eBay and managed to get it for around about the retail cost, less the shipping that it would have cost or would have been from Australia. This person was actually about 20 minutes down the road, so it was worked out really, really nicely. And then the next one was the Super Mario Brothers 1-Up edition, and as you can see here, there it is, just stacked with stuff. Like I said, got a video coming probably middle of August around Umbrella Entertainment and what they're doing in the physical media space. So look out for that one, and I'll go more in depth with these 2 box sets and you can see what's in there. But they are gorgeous. I haven't managed to check out either of these titles yet on 4K, but I'm really excited for when I do. Next up is a title that I've been wanting to get my hands on for a while. It's readily available in retail stores, but it is one of those collections where you get it in a single case and it just doesn't really look good, and you might get a slipcover, but you probably won't. And though it's a smaller size, so it's consolidated on the shelf, it just doesn't look great. So I didn't really want that one, nor did I want to pay the high retail cost for it. I mean, even at sales, you would only see it drop maybe £20. So you'd still probably be looking at £80, maybe 70. But lo and behold, Vinted came through again, which is always a good thing, and I picked up the Harry Potter 8 film collection. So this is in a hard box, and it is got single Amaray cases for all of the specific films. Now, these are only the 4K versions. If you see there, it does say 4K and digital download. We don't have digital downloads anymore in the UK. So each of them come with like a specific film and the artwork on there, and then you just get the single 4K inside. Now, the completionist in me and the guy who likes special features went, that's good. And you know what? I got it for less than £40. So like decently shy of half price. Found out that in CEX that you can get all of the Blu-ray set with the 2 Blu-ray discs for about £10. So I'm going to grab that, put those discs in there as well, so then I've got a more complete Harry Potter collection. But it's a really, really good pickup. I've been looking for it for a while, so I'm really happy with that, especially at the cost. Next up, we've got Sinners, a 4K steelbook. I've got my full thoughts here, so I won't bore you with that. Go and check out this video. But the main thing is, I mean, yeah, just look at it. That's all I'll say on that one. Go and watch the full video. Next up is 2 pickups from rarewaves.com. this is the first time that I've used this online retailer, and I've always heard like mixed things, mainly around delivery times, but you know what, I thought I'd give them a go because these were two titles that weren't available anywhere else, and for some reason Rare Waves had stock of them. So they're both Arrow limited editions, and first up we've got Roadhouse starring Patrick Swayze. This is a 4K limited edition. It was a really good price. It comes with a slipcover, of course. So I'm really excited to check this out. There was a lot of buzz around this when it got released, and I didn't really want to drop the cash on the Vinegar Syndrome one, so can't say no for an Arrow. And then second up was The Long Kiss Goodnight. So this stars Gina Davis and Samuel L. Jackson, and honestly, I was half and half on this. I've heard good things, but I've never seen it. And then Last Movie Standing popped out a video on it, and I was like, well, if I can get it, maybe, and if it's a good price. This 4K limited edition on Rare Waves was down to £11. I mean, can't say no for that, right? So I had to pick it up. So both of these titles came in at just over £30. And you know what? Delivery wasn't too bad. It was a little bit delayed. And unfortunately, Roadhouse was missing out of my first package from them. But their support was really good. They got a new Roadhouse sent out in a couple of days, and we got everything here. No damage or anything like that. So if you're going to check them out, I would recommend it. Next up is some more titles from Vinted, and actually everything else in the video is going to be from Vinted, which is just a testament to how good it is to find stuff on there. You do have to hunt. It's not just grails after grails, and some people price stuff really, really high, but it is good for finding stuff, I would say that. So this seller actually, I picked up Van Helsing from them earlier in the month, and then found these two titles that they had, managed to get a decent deal on both of them. So the first one is The Mist. So this is a US import. Comes from Lionsgate. It's a 4-disc 4K collector's edition, and comes with a slipcover. It was sealed. It's been watched. It's a really, really nice transfer. The two 4K discs, you get the colorized version, and then you also get the black and white. You also get special features on that 4K discs, and then you get the same on the Blu-ray discs. Really, really nice transfer. Haven't decided whether this is going to go on the shelf or whether we're going to kind of double up on the shelf, because I've already got this Mist steelbook, which is really, really nice, and I think it complements like the blue really, really well. But this is also a really gorgeous slip, so TBC on that side of things. Next up from the same seller was Prince of Darkness from John Carpenter. I'm currently trying to get all of these John Carpenter films with these slipcovers. I think I'm only missing They Live, which is it's a good one to be missing. Well, it's not a good one to be missing. It's a great film, but just trying to find it for the right price with a decent condition slipcover. But I've managed to pick up the rest of them. This is in really nice condition. It is also Blu-ray and 4K. So lovely pickups there. And the final two titles are ones that I've been wanting to get my hands on for quite a while. They're two out of print limited editions from Second Sight Entertainment. They're both 4Ks, and they're available, and you can pick them up from eBay for like a super high price. And they are generally, I don't want to say readily available, but they are around. The price is always way too high, or the actual condition of the item just isn't there. So when I saw these and had a chat with the seller, I was like, okay, cool, I think I might have found a decent one. So the first one is Dawn of the Dead. So this is the 4K limited edition 7-disc set from Second Sight. It's an absolutely beautiful box set, and you've got the iconic tagline there, and it is just absolutely stacked to the brim with bits. So you've got the novelization, you've got obviously a Second Sight book with interviews and production stuff, you've You've got 4 discs for the films, so you've got various different cuts on there, which I will recite for you now. So you get the theatrical cut, which is a new 4K scan. You get an extended cans cut. You get the Dario Argento cut, and then you also get a Blu-ray disc with all special features. So all of those cuts are all 4Ks. We checked out the original theatrical like the evening that I've got these, and it looks absolutely great. I was going to swear then, but it looks phenomenal. Really, really worth the pickup, and I'm glad that I got my hands on this specific edition. Second Sight have put out like a standard 4K limited edition, which is a bit smaller. You don't get as much kind of stuff in there, but I've had my eyes on this for probably the best part of like a year or 2 years, so I'm glad that I finally got my hands on it. So the final one, it's another Second Sight limited edition from the same seller. I couldn't resist managing to tick off 2 of like those top level kind of holy grail purchases, and this is one that I've wanted for an absolute age. I stopped collecting for a good couple of years, and I've only really just got back into it over maybe the last 6 months or so, and this has always been like near the top of the list, but the price that it was going for was like just way too high than I was willing to spend. But it was always like a one day I'll get it, and that is the 4K of Drive. So this is the Ryan Gosling film. It's a beautiful box set, and this is kind of one of those like Second Sights where you kind of know that it's a Second Sight one, but it comes in this beautiful like kind of like little book pull out. You've got a couple of books like this. The chunk on that one is mental. You get 2 discs in there, and I can't wait to check this out. Haven't been able to see the 4K scan on it yet, but I'm sure it's going to be absolutely great. So these are going to get some pride of place along with a lot of the other titles. So that's everything. Let me know what you thought about this July haul. Did I manage to get some good pickups? Is there anything that you want to get your hands on? Please let me know about it in the comments. And I look forward to showing you my August haul, which currently we're on the 1st of August and there's been no pickups, but there is something coming tomorrow. So the train has started again. But I hope you have an absolutely wonderful rest of your day whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you next time. Peace.